Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Ward. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gives it on the option. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your
flying down the left side. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Tennessee's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Volunteer! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going right to work up top. It's caught. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They'll run the screen. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So now we start the second quarter. They'll line up and try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Calls his own number. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages.
There he goes! Pass mistakes, and he may get more. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peters. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how they're delivering the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but Really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Snatch it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide the...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Try to get it to the edge. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This time they'll go to the running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Castle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Might be changing the route. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Here's the heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. It's a draw. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
The number 1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. I got to be honest, where a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in.
Nowhere to go to the line down. He goes at the 39. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your 2nd guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. So here is the Tennessee offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds a man on the left. On the move at the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends. Lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. He finds enough room to get it up to the 20. Line before going out of bounds. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Peters. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Run it with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ward. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
Well, they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this two-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play. That's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA